Hey y'all. So it's been 10 years since I lost my father. I can't believe that we're at the 10-year mark. Anyway, I thought it would be good to just do a video on the 10 things that I've learned about grief and loss within this decade. Number one, if you don't make time for grief, guess what? It's gonna make time for you. And I always say, grief can be disrespectful, right? Like, grief can hit you in the middle of a meeting at work. It can hit you in the grocery store, case in point, looking for eggs. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't find the eggs. And before you know it, you're having a whole breakdown. But it's never about the eggs, right? It's about the suppressed emotion that you never really addressed, right? So make time for grief so it doesn't have to make time for you. Number two, time does not heal all wounds. I'm sorry to tell you that because you probably heard it. You probably have even said it. I know I've said it at some point in my life, but it's not necessarily true. I always say God heals in time. He uses the tool of time to heal you. If time passed and you did nothing to work on yourself or nothing to heal or no time with God, I'm telling you that hole in your heart is still going to be there. It's just going to be buried deeply under everything else. So go to God and allow God to heal you in time. Number three, you never know the death of your love until you face the death of your loss. Your grief is evidence that you loved very deeply and very well. Number four, you're not going to forget them. Listen, I used to be terrorized with this fear after my dad passed. I thought that I was going to forget him. And as a result, I would always try to incorporate him in everything that I did. Now, granted, some of that was just me honoring him as my father and me being able to grieve. But the Lord showed me years later that this was also the fear that you were going to forget him. And so you're not going to forget them. You're not. Number five, no 2 days are the same, right? You may have a day where you have a memory about that loved one and it brings you to smile and it brings joy to your heart and all the things. And that same exact memory the next day or next week can make you boo-hoo on the floor for a whole hour. And that's okay because that's a part of the process. Number six, healing isn't linear. In other words, it's not a straight climb. It's not A to Z straight line. It's really like an upward spiral, right? Like we're constantly moving upward. We want to move forward. We want to move upward. But on that spiral, you're going to have some days that might feel a little lower than other days. And that's okay. But as long as you continue to move upward and move forward in it, right? Number seven, don't be afraid of grief. Yes, grief can be very intimidating, and it's one of the reasons why we don't express it the way we probably should, right? It can be very intimidating, but don't be afraid to grieve. It is a part of the process. The only way we get to the other side and get to the healing is through. There's no way under, there's no way over, there's no way around it. The only way to the other side is through. Number eight, there's nothing wrong with you if you're still missing them. How long were they a part of your life? I think about my dad. My dad was my dad for 30 years. Now, I'm not going to say I'm about to be grieving for 30 years. No, we're not going to do that because, God doesn't want that for us. And honestly, our loved ones don't want that for us, right? But it's okay to still miss them. And even though I'm not in the same space of sadness and depression that I was in after my dad died, I still miss him. I still think about him. So it's nothing wrong with still missing them. Grief and overcoming and healing is all about learning to live without them. That's what you're really doing. You're learning to live without them. But just because you're learning to live without them, don't mean that you won't miss them. Number nine, Jesus grieved too. I love the fact that, the Bible recorded him crying about Lazarus' death. Even though he knew he had the power to resurrect him and he was about to go do it, he took a moment to grieve. So number one, it tells us that God is not intimidated by our emotions, right? And sometimes we get upset, sometimes we get sad, all the things. But number two, it tells us it's okay to be human. Number 10, don't grieve alone, right? Find community, find people that can love on you, that, your family, your friends, church family, and find someone to talk to, whether it's a therapist, a coach, or somebody. It's okay to seek assistance during this process. It is 100% okay. Listen, somebody may not know exactly how you feel, but let them be present with you through this process. So these are the things I learned within these 10 years. Some I knew already by head knowledge, but definitely not by experience. So I want you to know that you're looking at someone 10 years ago who did not want to live. I had no will to live because I thought my life was over, but I'm still here. And not only am I here, but I'm more healed, I'm more healthy, God has really done a work in my heart. So invite the Lord in your grief process. 10 years later, grief didn't break me. It built me. And through it all, love remained. Be blessed.